What's going on, guys? This is Matt Marinoff, Real Estate Recovery Group, and my guest today is a young fella who likes to obviously button his shirts all the way to the top. No, he's not somebody. He's not a nerd. He doesn't have a pocket protector. His name is Eddie Lopez, and he's partners in the company with his brother. And the company is EKG, and they're right now they're doing obviously stuff with real estate because they're doing real estate now. And they have a construction company. So the reason why I wanted to have Eddie on today is because I've been following Eddie now for a little while, and I see what he's doing out there. He's got a tremendous reputation. His movie career didn't work out, so he started, to get involved in real estate and construction. As you can see, he's got a handsome smile, and just I think overall, you have to wonder, you have to question who is really an authority, who is a poser, who is a follower, who's a leader. So somebody like Eddie, I would say he's a leader. I know that he uses some of his own money. I know that he also works with lenders that if there's a property that comes up of interest. And I wanted to have Eddie on also too, because I see him a lot at the events, and I see the people that he hangs with, and they're all credible people. And I asked around, and I said, "Look, I'm thinking about having this young man on my show. I'd love to interview him and get an idea a little bit about himself." So, Eddie, without further ado, tell people a little bit about yourself. Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Oh man, the pleasure's all mine, man. I've been watching, what you do since my brother and I got into the game, and I appreciate you, man. It's humbling for me to be on here with someone like yourself. My name is Eddie Lopez. I run a company along with my brother, like you said. So we make up EKJ Real Estate. We have been doing this full time for about 3 years now. We have been successful for about a year and some change. We actually, I'm just coming from over there right now, like I was telling you earlier, coming from a property in Englewood that we're finishing up. We're just working on, we're under contract right now, actually. We were only on the market for about 2 days and accepted an offer over asking where, in your world, you can really explain the hows and whys of that, where I can always speak to the real estate and construction, man. But for me, again, it's a pleasure to be on here with you. My brother's busy. Hey, either way, he wants nothing to do with this send up thing. But he lets me take care of it. But I'm, one piece of a 2-man team. So my brother's name is Kyle. He's younger than me. He's 25. And what he does is he's our general contractor. So he takes care of, all our employees as well as pretty much the construction. Once I'm in charge of really acquisition, the logistics, the business end of what we do. But then once we buy it and we own it, I slide it to him, and he takes care of everything within those 4 walls until it's ready to slide back my way, and I get back on my horse.
So I have a couple of questions I want to ask you, because although I say hi, bye, whatever, and we know each other cordially, through social media and through socialized stuff. A couple of questions I have for you that I want to ask. Number one, what does EKJ stand for?
I love that question. So EKJ, my name is actually Eduardo. So E for Eduardo or Eddie, K for Kyle, and then we've got a younger brother named Jason, who he is actually just graduated high school, and he's on his way to Rutgers pre-law. So he always asked us, hey, guys, what can I do to contribute to what you've built? So, a lawyer on the team wouldn't be a bad idea. So now he's going to Rutgers pre-law. And that's it. I'm one of 3 brothers, the oldest of 3, and that's who we are.
Interesting. I like it. It's a short story. It's right to the point. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. You just mentioned that your brother's going to Rutgers. He's in pre-law. He wants to become an attorney. So have you graduated from any university, college? Did you go to college?
Yeah. So I actually studied at Rutgers University as well. I went to Rutgers, I guess, 2009 through 2014. I triple majored, so I have 3 degrees. One being in human resource management, the second in communication, and the third in organizational leadership. So, and then my brother Kyle, he graduated from New Jersey City University with a degree in criminal justice. So yeah, we're both college graduates.
Amazing. Having a college degree, do you really need it in the industry that you're in?
I think, and I was actually having this conversation the other day with somebody, and at first I used to think, why'd I go to school? That was so silly. All I'm doing is paying these loans, and I still feel like that about 70% of the way. But what college and getting an education did teach me, it taught me a lot about what it is to be a professional, what it is to communicate professionally, what it is to do things in a timely manner. I mean, I'm sure in our industry, the thing about our industry is that there isn't much of a barrier of entry. So anybody can wake up tomorrow, like it's not existing, right? So anybody can wake up tomorrow and say, all right, today I'm a real estate investor. You know what? As of this moment right now, I'm a short sale extraordinaire. And who's going to tell them anything? So I think that, could we be where we are without it? Of course. But it definitely taught me how to be a professional, which I realize now people kind of catch on to that right away. And a lot of the times it's the difference between us and the next guy, whether or not we're able to go ahead and make a deal or not.
But it's funny. So, people ask me if I went to college, and I said, I got a BS in street. So that's my extent of going to college. BS in
the School of Hard Knocks?
Was that?
The School of Hard Knocks?
The School of Hard Knocks.
So you went to the School of Hard Knocks?
I did go to School of Hard Knocks, and I graduated with a degree in BS. So, it's funny because, everybody has a different take on going to school and going to college and continuous education and getting bachelor's degrees and going back to school. I think if you're passionate about the trade that you're in, and education obviously is important, they absolutely should take it. When I got into the industry that I'm in 2005, yeah, there were things out there that were available for people that they could learn, but there really was no main person or per se who was quote unquote a leader in the industry. So I'm self-taught in the art of the short sale and being able to communicate with the banks themselves, because if you can get on the job training, which was what I had over the last 15 years, and sometimes asking the questions of the people inside the bank. So why am I going to listen to somebody who, goes against the banks every day, which I do, but I have to tell you, I joke around about spanking the bank and stuff like that. But in the end, it's really how to communicate with the bank and how the bank can actually see the value that you're bringing to negotiating a short sale. So I wish there was some type of university that I could have attended. And that's why I do the education that I do, because I want people to understand, the right way of actually negotiating a short sale. And there's two different types of short sales. There's an investor short sale and there's a retail short sale, an end user. So, but I think people always try to swing for the fences, and if they don't hit it, they don't care about the homeowner. And it really always should be people before profit. That's just my take on that.
Always.